I'm fat AF, and this is what I eat in a day. Measured me out some syrup for my 3 mini pancakes, had some milk and 4 sausage links. I gave a small piece to my cat because she asked so politely. I walked until it physically hurt, and then I rewarded myself with a healthy treat. I had 6 mozzarella sticks. I ordered a supersonic double cheeseburger, but they gave me a single. Did not complain because, let's be for real, they did me a favor. Some cheese fries and a large Coke, and that's all I ate for the entire day. Oh, I split some chicken poppers with my boyfriend, and that's all I ate. Thanks, bye.
Holy cow.
The next day.
Look, I'm fat. This is what I eat in a day. For breakfast, I had 4 sips of a Dr. Pepper. I'm mad because I forgot to drink the rest. I went to this magical place, had an overpriced delicious sunkiss, saw hella big birds, but I couldn't help but think.
I'm the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird.
For lunch, I had a cheesy gordita nacho crunch. I had a soft taco, large baja. For dinner, I had a salad and a ton of noodles, and that's it. That's all I ate for the entire day.
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
So, as that young lady was walking through that big bird sanctuary, and when I say young, I'm talking, 18, 19 years old, tops? As she was walking through that big bird sanctuary, my joint started to hurt just watching her. Wow. Wow. That is the body positivity movement in action. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We have a jam-packed and crazy video today. We're going to catch up with our old pal Dylan. The Bud Light fiasco continues. And CNN decides to get involved. Now they're sticking their foot in their mouth. Plus, we have our daily dose of brain AIDS, also known as woke TikTok insanity. We got a lot to cover. We're going to get right into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment, here we have an article from the Daily Mail Online. Now, it turns out Bud Light tastes just like skunk piss, and when they decide to pull their woke virtue signaling, people don't want anything to do with them. The article says, its reign is officially over. Bud Light falls outside of top 10 favorite beers following marketing disaster.
It's terrible. Nobody drink the beer. The beer has gone bad.
Well, Bud Light just couldn't do it. They just couldn't stick to what works. And what's obviously been working for them for years, they were the #1 beer for a long time, but they just couldn't do it. They had to get woke and team up with Dylan. Well, you get woke, you go broke, and they're starting to feel the pinch. Anyway, so Dylan apparently no longer feels safe in the United States and has fled to Peru. A lot of people are saying Dylan fled. I'd say he took a vacation, but let's hear what Dylan has to say. Roll it.
Hi, is this an okay time? Okay, surprise! I'm in Peru, and I'm at Machu Picchu. Isn't this just so beautiful? I'm here by myself, and I used to do a ton of solo traveling. I'm telling you, it's the best. If you could ever do a solo trip somewhere, it is such a good way to get to know yourself better. But I came here to feel something, you know what I mean? And I definitely have. I've done shaman ceremonies that were like 10 years worth of therapy. It was wild. I've seen a lot of llamas. And the people here are so kind. I feel very safe here. It's a little sad that I had to leave my country to feel safe, but that will get better eventually. And I am dying for some Trader Joe's rolled chili lime chips. But other than that, I am so content. Still haven't been kissed yet, but I'm holding out hope. And most of all, you know, this trip has me feeling like I'm my own best friend again. And that is the best feeling in the world. And I hope that you feel that way about yourself too. And I love ya. Okay. Bye. Machu Picchu. Wow. Gorgeous. Love ya.
You're as weird as a $10 bill.
So apparently CNN wanted to get in on the action and recently did a segment about the Bud Light backlash with Dylan. Now, in this segment, CNN accidentally misgenders Dylan not once, but twice. And of course, the woke mob lost their f***ing minds. Roll it.
All right, let's go to this. More fallout from the Bud Light boycott. Sales dropped by more than 28% over the last 4 weeks. It follows a backlash after the brand partnered with a transgender influencer, and now Bud Light is getting more pushback, this time from the LGBTQ community as well. Let's get to Brian Young. He's following all this. Ryan, this seems to be the controversy that just won't quit. What now?
Yeah, you know, we are talking a lot these days, it seems like, about culture wars. I mean, just that last conversation you and Sarah were having kind of ducktails all into this because everyone seems to be taking sides over everything. And it really got to the point where we went out to the streets to talk to people just to get their ideas about how much confusion and how much anger has been caused by this Bud Light controversy. Just listen to the people on the street who were sort of upset that this has gotten taken so far out of hand.
It's quite simple. People just don't want it shoved down their throat.
No Bud Light, because it's like, I have grandchildren. We don't need to put that in the young kids' heads.
We had one guy who said, I refuse to drink that anymore. One guy. And everybody else in the bar kind of rolled their eyes at him.
Yeah, America's really split on a lot of topics, whether it comes to voting, but this Bud Light really seems to send a chasm right down the middle in terms of talking to folks. We went to Nashville. We even talked to a bar in Chicago. One bar was telling us basically they're not going to serve it because they don't like the way Dylan Mulvaney was treated after this whole controversy started. He, of course, is the transgender person they were going to sponsor and go along with Bud Light. They didn't like how Bud Light didn't stand by him after all this. Of course, you have Kid Rock, who said that he would not serve Bud Light in his bar. He shot up a case of Bud Light. At this point, though, Kate, we went back to that bar a couple days ago. Bud Light's being served again. But now we're starting to see those sales have really dropped off more than 28%.
Yeah, Ryan, it's really interesting and great that you got the temperature from people you're talking to. It's one of it's
the culture war.
It's something.
It's the culture wars.
It's a tough time.
Yeah.
Can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things? The things?
Because they don't like the way Dylan Mulvaney was treated after this whole controversy started. He, of course, is the transgender person they were going to sponsor and go along with Bud Light. They didn't like how Bud Light didn't stand by him after all this. He, of course, is the transgender person they were going to sponsor and go along with Bud Light. They didn't like how Bud Light didn't stand by him after all this.
A few moments later.
So there you heard it. CNN misgendered Dylan not once, but twice during their segment about Bud Light. And as I said, the woke mob collectively lost their minds, and it was glorious. Now, the perfect climax to this ridiculous story is that, of course, CNN had to come out less than 24 hours later and issue a groveling apology. Now, it's interesting. News companies usually only come out and apologize when they get something wrong, right? I'm not sure that black fella said anything wrong at all. Anyway, let's listen to their apology. Roll the film, please.
We do want to make an important note. Yesterday in a segment about transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney, who was featured in Bud Light's recent campaign, she was mistakenly referred to by the wrong pronoun. And CNN aims to honor individuals' ways of identifying themselves, and we apologize for that error.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
So I think that about catches us up on the whole Bud Light Dylan Mulvaney saga, and I have a feeling things are going to continue to get a lot worse for Bud Light. As for Dylan got the bag. He's out traveling the world. Dylan's going to be just fine. Anyway, let's see what's happening over in the wacky world of woke TikTok. Whoa, speaking of these woke companies that do these ridiculous brand deals, here is Maybelline Makeup. This is a Maybelline partner. So instead of Maybelline going out and partnering up with, well, here's a crazy idea, say a woman, they go and do a brand deal with this bald bearded fella. Roll it.
Prime Day on Amazon, so why not see if Maybelline has any deals going on? And look at that! Super Stay Vinyl Ink is 30% off, and my favorite colors are in stock and ready to ship. My Amazon order arrived the next day, and here I am, filming a makeup review. And baby, check out this color and shine. It's so comfortable, and it will not budge or smudge for up to 16 hours. Let me know what you think, and shop Maybelline Prime deals for 30% off right now.
It just seems kind of gay, doesn't it?
All right, next up. So this person makes a very bizarre comparison. He compares realizing he was transgender to 9/11. Anyway, trigger warning. This one's bound to get you a little hot under the collar. It's probably going to piss you off. So if you're not in the mood to get pissed off, you might just want to fast forward through this one, roll the film.
Realizing I'm transgender was my personal 9/11. That is to say, it wasn't that big a deal. I kind of had it coming, and it's a really handy excuse for all the awful stuff I do.
Well, you're one sick, miserable, evil SOB.
All right, real quick before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to leave this picture on the screen for your viewing pleasure, of course. Now, I bet you guys can guess without me even saying anything where this profile picture comes from. Can you guess? Can you guess? You guessed it! A lesbian dating app. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by first sponsor, our great friend Kathy B from Long Beach. Kathy, thank you so much. Second sponsor of today's video, Daryl Rawlings. And third, last but certainly not least, is Gappy, who wanted to promote his song Bat, B-A-T. So, Gappy, I will link your song Bat down in the description box below if anyone wants to check it out after this video. I'm sure Gappy would appreciate some support over there. All right, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Can we please get this off the screen? All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up on this one because, well, simple fact of the matter is, I just can't take anymore. I know you guys can't take anymore. The brain aids today has just been too much. Too much. So we're going to be wrapping it up, of course, with everybody's least favorite Vice President, Chlamydia Harris. Now, she is literally everybody's least favorite Vice President. She's got the lowest ratings of any Vice President ever. Anyway, so former Vice President Joe Biden recently gave her the title AI Czar. AI Czar. Remember, not too long ago, he gave her the title Border Czar? How that's working out. I don't think this is going to end well. Anyway, guys, things are clearly getting crazy out there, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll the film, please.
And I think the first part of this issue that should be articulated is AI is kind of a fancy thing. It's, first of all, it's 2 letters. It means artificial intelligence. But ultimately what it is it's about machine learning. And so the machine is taught. And part of the issue here is what information is going into the machine that will then determine, and we can predict then, if we think about what information is going in, what then will be produced in terms of decisions and opinions that may be made through that process.
What the f*** are you talking about?
And you ain't black.